Good afternoon, this is Colton with Bill Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital roof inspection here for a homeowner out in the Claremont area that we are looking at a roof inspection for a potential buyer, and we want to make sure and see the integrity of this roof. So what happens, this is an architectural asphalt shingle roof. It is relatively low sloped. It's a 2 and 12 slope, so it requires certain underlayments if we want to continue with the shingle look, or we would have to move to a rolled roofing like the neighbor here. Looks like they have torch down, and at some point they had it sealed. Yeah, what happens to a shingle over time is the sun exposure dehydrates the shingle, the granules start coming off, right? And we start to see fiberglass exposed, and the shingle integrity is therefore compromised. Granule loss, we can see shingles coming off. You can start to see the black show through, and then basically the fiberglass will start to show through. Skylights are going to be super sensitive areas, right? We can see repair has already been done around this skylight. Mastic repairs are never permanent, but they will heat up over time and they'll crack, and the same issues will occur, right? The issues are occurring underneath there where the water is getting in underneath, right? This is not stopping that issue. And so if we continue to move on, we can see, some newer vents that were installed probably during the remodel, right? And then we can see the older vents, right? This indicates that this roof is older than when the remodel was done in 2017. And we can see just the more wear and tear around these vents, because whoever came up here basically came up and installed these vents underneath, and they had to move around the shingles and stuff like that. And maybe a couple courses of shingles over the top, but you can just see the wear and tear, kind of where they worked around here. So if we continue moving on, we can see sensitive areas are going to be, even flatter sections like this section. It doesn't really have a pitch, a slight pitch towards the edge, but this is our rolled roofing or torch down roofing here. What happens is rolled out in sheets, and then you look for bleed out. The bleed out on the sides is an indicator of the sealing of it. What happens over time is the cracking occurs, and then the ceilings get basically compromised. There's not a lot of bleed out on this, so it gives me a little concern. Usually I like to see 2 to 3 inches. And then, we can see right here that if we can get a good idea, usually at these corners of the underlayment, right? And that's just black tar paper. So we really need to update that to a peel and stick. And then additionally, we can also see, just something pointed out for the homeowner, this intake vent for the attic. Probably want to get this fixed just for critters and rodents. And then improper installation of a drip edge. We can see this is supposed to go under the course of shingles, like so right here, on top with nail penetrations where water can easily get in. So all along this, improperly done. So a couple code things. Professional recommendation is to definitely update with the proper underlayment and redo the flat section with a TPO roof. The skylights are always going to have issues going forward with this slope. So we'll give this information to the potential buyer.